What is up, YouTube? I'm going to be making some pretty big claims in this video. Uh, Maybe watch the whole thing first before you try to shoot me down, is all I'm going to say. Uh, this is the new addition to my family. Very happy with this. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. And I'm going to tell you why I honestly and wholeheartedly think that this is the best AK variant on the US market that we have access to right now. Before we get into all that, what is this? Here's the manual to it, a Zastava, a ZPAP M70, and this is the XT version. Obviously, the rifle you see before you doesn't exactly match the rifle on the instruction manual. That is because this rifle has been upgraded with this amazing rail system. We got Picatinny up here, right? We have M-lock, so you can add whatever you want. This is what the AK has been missing for 20 freaking years, as far as I'm concerned, right? This is the main reason why I've stuck with AR-15s. That, and I think one of the biggest issues the AK technically has is the magazine, right? It's just so much easier to slap in a magazine to an AR-15. I watched a video not too long ago of Kalashnikov and I think Browning having a meeting talking about their automatic rifles, and Kalashnikov actually could not get the magazine into his AK. Like, he just kept fumble dicking with it. It's not the easiest thing to do when you compare it to an AR. I will say that. That's something that the AK has needed to work on. And if we could just make an AK variant like this with an AR type magazine that just clips in, I think that would be awesome, right? That is my only gripe with this, but it was not enough to prevent me from getting this rifle. Now, when I say the best available on the US market, I factor in price, build quality, the reputation of the brand itself, and just how overall cool it is, right? The only rifles that have been coming out like this that are actually modernized, I'm just going to refer to this as just being a modernized AK. In the past years, Zastava has released them. They were instantly gone. Occam's Defense, they make an AK like this. They have their own handguard system like this, or handrail system like this. Their rifle is $3,000. This rifle doesn't even cost half of that, right? And it is coming with some iron sights right there, right? You got your iron sights already built into the gun. That's pretty cool because, like, for my Daniel Defense rifle, thing's over $2,000 and you want to slap iron sights on it, there's another $250, right? This already comes with that. I absolutely love that, right? And we have these amazing rails. We have this rail here. It's a custom rail. The rail can even be adjusted. There are adjustments to make for it so that you can move it back and forth, so you can make sure that it's centered. You know, and that is just a great thing for an optic right there. And pretty much you're going to be able to load this thing out however you want. And I just think it looks awesome, right? The one complaint I have heard is, well, the gun's a little bit more front heavy with this setup than an M70 would be with the wooden furniture on it. Honestly, if this much extra weight is actually slowing you down, you might need to go to the gym and just curl some 10-pound weights. I don't know what else to tell you. It doesn't get in my way. I actually think that for the caliber, it's great. I don't mind a little bit of extra weight there. It just makes it easier to stay on target when you're trying to rapid fire. All just IMO, of course. So that's been the big thing that the AK has needed. And like I said, there's been companies that have stepped up to the plate. But they are just very pricey, to say the least, right? Occam's Defense, they want 3K, right? And they're just getting some sort of AK like this, and they're just swapping it out and modernizing it. From what I've seen of their videos, they don't actually do anything to the internal workings of the AK. Why mess with a beautiful system that works? And they're pretty much just putting a different stock on and putting on one of these handguards, and you're up to $3,000. This rifle is $1,400, right? It's good enough to bring me over to the AK side. Personally, I've been waiting to get an AK. I've even looked at variants like the Jackal from PSA. It's a great alternative, I think. It's like a couple $100 cheaper. I think you can get a Jackal for $1,200. But to me, it just didn't feel authentic enough. If I got a Jackal, it would be more of a range toy. I think this can actually serve a really good purpose, even if you already have a 5.56, which I do in my Daniel Defense rifle. So really, why would I want this? 7.62 by 39. I think it's an amazing cartridge. It's got more grain, more weight than the 5.56. You can go out a little further with it. But what's important is it's just as cheap, if not cheaper sometimes, than 5.56. You can always find 7.62 by 39. I see it being sold everywhere. And a lot of it you can get for 30 cents a round, which means that you're not going to have a problem keeping this gun fed. And the more you can feed the gun, the more range time you can get, and the more accuracy you can get, and the better you can actually get with that rifle. So that's kind of a big deal to me. Either 5.56 or 7.62 by 39. That is what I wanted. So finally managed to get this, and I feel like I'm getting something better because I'm really getting more of the authentic AK experience here. We do have a 16-inch barrel, but because of this Magpul stock, which works great, right? Thing does not shake out of there. It's solid. There's no shakies on this gun at all. I have the gun out right now measuring it for a bag. By the way, shout out to Save Your Bags. Absolutely love their stuff. Every single firearm I get in the rifle variety gets fitted into a Save Your bag. It just makes sense. That way you can have all the stuff for that rifle in the bag with it, and you can pick it up and take it anywhere you want to go. Nice, quick, and easy. Keeps everything organized. So I get them in different colors for different rifles, and I have one on its way for this rifle, right? So yeah, the cartridge is pretty much the main reason why I wanted one of these. Yeah, you can go with an exotic cartridge. I'm not saying that 7.62 by 39 is the most superior cartridge anywhere. What I'm saying is it's cheap. You're going to be able to get it, and it does the damn job good. Now, of course, you can get 6.5 Creedmoor. You can get all sorts of exotic ammos. That's not something I'm into, unless we're talking about like a 460 Roland, because then it's just kind of hard to keep your gun fed. So that is why I wanted this rifle. I wanted something in 7.62. This feels authentic to me, right? And as far as this rifle goes, the Zastava ZPAP M70 is a proven design. This is just, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. There's a ton of gun tubers out there that make videos about AKs. And anytime they have a list video of their top 10, their top 5, the Zastava M70 always makes that list. And there's a reason for that. These things come with a little bit better construction. You're getting 1.5 millimeter instead of 1. You're also getting a nice bulge trunnion, right? So these are all features, like somewhat features of a higher quality AK, right? And you're getting that. You're getting that with this AK. And you're also getting this amazing rail. And I love this thing. It's more comfortable for me to grip than my Daniel Defense. Just being real here, it's taller and I have big hands, so my thumb doesn't have to go all the way up and over, and I just like the feel of it, of course. So very happy with that. Like I said, I've been waiting for them to do this, and it's finally here. It's affordable. This gun's been out for a year, but they sold out instantly. They released another batch of them. I saw this go up on cheaperthandirt.com. I got a hold of my FFL and was like, yo, you guys need to get me one of these. And actually they were trying to order a handful of them themselves, because, well, these are sought after. So that's how it played out. I managed to get mine through them, saved a little bit of money on it, was pretty damn happy about that. And it's been all smiles so far with this thing, right? Also, it helps that I actually like Magpul. I'm waiting for Magpul to come out with one of these magazines, one of these drums right here in a 7.62 by 39. What I like about these drums is that you can quick load them. The other metallic drums that I've seen for AKs, you have to take the back off, you have to put the ammo in, and then you have to wind shit up, and it's like playing with a Lego set. I want something like this where I can just speed load however many I want in here, and it works. So that is the little drum I have for my 5.56. Cannot wait for them to come out with that. So yeah, this did come with the Magpul mag. That's about it though. A cleaning rod, Magpul mag. You got your Magpul furniture, right? This thing's not bad. I have no problem with the grip. And this Zukov stock. When this thing's folded up, like I said, it's about the same exact size as my Daniel Defense pistol braced AR. It literally is the same size, and that's with the pistol configuration all the way closed up. These literally take up the same amount of space in this bag, but this is giving me an extra, 6-7 inches of barrel. To me, that's important. I wouldn't want to shoot a 7.62 by 39 out of a 10-inch barrel. I feel like I can get away with that more with a 5.56. So to me, this really does have a purpose. Yeah, and like I said, I've been happy as hell with it. I wanted to get this out there because of everything that's going on with our legislation right now. And also, at the gun store, it took me forever to do my background for this thing. And the gun store has pretty much told me that that's how it's been for everybody. And I think it's because right now everybody is rushing out and they're just trying to potentially get a gun before any dumb legislation is passed, because with the stuff that I've been seeing, even if they do pass a gun ban, there is grandfather clauses where you are grandfathered in if you have already purchased your firearm before the law has went into effect. And when you have a ton of people running out to, purchase these things, there's going to be a wait on that system. And yeah, it took me all day to do the background check and obviously passed it no problem. I just had to wait. But they told me that wait time is something that they've been seeing across the board. It's been affecting everybody. So that tells me that there's a lot more people trying to get their hands on something like this before any of this dumb legislation goes through. And I wanted to put this out there and say this is an amazing candidate. Especially if you want something in the 308-ish caliber, something like that, that's going to be cheaper ammo. Like this is going to get you pretty damn close. You're going to have a nice 16-inch barrel. And of course, this is made by Zastava. This company has been making guns for 176 years. Don't quote me on that exactly. It's literally like 100. We're almost at 200 years, right? And by the way, I bought this gun myself. Zastava does not send me anything. So this is a tried and true review. I'm not getting paid for any of this stuff. I'm just, and speaking of which, YouTube has just been really crappy about any videos with guns. So do me a favor, hit a like on this so that some people can see it, because the algorithm probably is not going to pick this up at all. I just do this for the love of these guns, and in case anybody out there is shopping for any ideas on what they should get themselves, I think this is a great idea. This is very reasonably priced, especially for what you're getting. You're going to have a rifle here that you can pass down to your kid, their kid, hopefully if the laws permit it, right? And the best thing is, you're going to be able to slap on whatever you want onto this system. These rails are absolutely amazing. And because a company like Zastava is making this, hell, I don't know, 5-10 years from now, I might be buying an upgraded handrail from them, because they're going to keep making different mods. They're going to keep making different things that you can buy from them. They're going to be around. They've already been around for almost 200 years. They're going to be there. These guys know how to make guns, and if you have any issues, I'm sure they're not going to have a problem helping you with it. So the other big thing that I really like about this design in general, and I'll say this about Occam's as well. Anytime you have a handrail like this built around this, this is acting as a giant heat sink. Effectively, it is. This is actually going to take some heat away from your barrel. And that is an issue that AKs have. When you just mag dump a shit ton of ammo through them, your barrel's going to start to get hot. It's always been somewhat of an issue with AKs. I think this greatly helps that problem out. So I'm absolutely ecstatic about this. Love it, and I love the fact that I'm able to get it at an actual fair price. I'm sorry, but paying $3,000 for the same thing, just literally the same thing at this point, you're going to have a handguard that's probably designed a little bit differently. Hopefully it has better aesthetics, because you can literally buy 2 of these guns for the price of that one. And yeah, I just think that's absurd. I'm glad the market finally caught up enough for me to be like, okay, it's time. So if I made that choice, some of you out there might be thinking about it too, depending on what state you're living in, what's going on. I just think this is solid, right? Talk about dependable. This thing is built like a tank. Everything just feels solid on it. Not the lightest thing in the world, right? I'm sure if you got the wood package on this, the classical AK with the wood that only comes up to here, yeah, the barrel's not going to weigh as much. You know, it might be a little bit easier to maneuver. But as far as shooting goes, I like the extra little bit of weight here. I think it keeps the barrel where it needs to be. So I will take this over the wood furniture any day. And I know a lot of AK people will just say that's effing blasphemy. I get it. I'm not interested on what the AK was. I'm interested on what the AK could have been. And that is what brings me here. I get that a lot of fanboys and collectors are just going to be die-hard wood furniture, classical AK look till they die. I got no hate. Right, more power to you guys. I do think they're beautiful looking rifles, but I will actually take this any day over the wooden furniture. I like the look, I like the feel. I think it serves a purpose, right? If only we could do something about the notorious AK mags, right? They just, right? That I made that look easy, y'all. It's much easier with an AR. Just click. Right, and then when you add, you know, a bad situation and bad shit happening all around you, and you're looking at other stuff, and you're trying to just, you know, you're trying to just guide this thing in. That was some luck right there. It's much easier with the AR, I will say that. But hey, an AR is probably going to cost you a lot more, right? If you're in the $1,400 ballpark, if that's how much you have to spend, I would go straight to this thing. Just IMO. If you can find one, hopefully you can. And yeah, I'm very happy with mine. And that is why I think that this Zastava ZPAP M70 XT is the best AK variant on the US market right now. And I'll stand by that. And again, we're also factoring price. I'm sure you could find some AK that has a modern take on it, that has some maybe extra added features to it, but it's going to be $4,000, so I don't give a damn. I just think for what you're getting here is such a great value. The gun shop that I mess with, they ordered a handful of these for themselves, and me and the gun shop owner both agree these are $1,400. They're probably going to be worth more than that, just because of the build quality on these. Yeah, I'm willing to take that bet. That is part of the reason why I got this rifle, and I'm still ecstatic with it. So, hope you enjoy. Please give me a like so that we have any chance at all of the algorithm having to push this video around. I just think that with everything going on right now, people need to be informed with the decisions that they have. And hey, you might not think that an AK is one of your choices, but it just might be. Look into this; they're absolutely amazing. And any experienced AK guy will tell you that the ZPAP M70 is solid. And like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. There's tons of gun tubers out there, actual AK channels, and you'll see the ZPAP M70 featured in tons of videos. Everybody loves them, and that's exactly what you're getting here. You're just getting all this awesome extra goodness. So I think it's definitely worth the price. And if anybody wants to argue it with me, please leave me a comment. Let me know. If I'm wrong, I want to know. Let me know. And make sure to let me know what gun you would pick instead for the money. Later, everybody.